I fell into a very destructive trap when I was trying to rebuild my mindset. And this is actually the main reason that I wanted to film this video right here, because I think I'm going to save a lot of you motherfuckers a lot of time, a lot of pain, and probably get you making money a lot faster. This is what I call physical versus metaphysical motivation. The whole myth that people say, oh, you need to live a balanced life. You need to live a balanced life, man. You got to balance your health with your financial goals, with your relationships. Balance is key. Fuck you. Fuck your balance. I don't like that whatsoever. And I don't know any really successful person that I look up to that genuinely has a balanced life. I don't. That's a fucking lie fed to you by the feds to keep you a broke, mediocre, pussy ass bitch. But something that is real and actually does exist more so in reality, if you think of balance, I handed you just like 15 big textbooks and they're all kind of different sizes. Some are large, some are skinny, some are narrow. And I'm like, stack them as high as you can. And so you start kind of here, you get some other books on here. What starts to happen is the more books that you start stacking on top of it, the shakier it fucking gets. And this is how most people are operating in their life. They're trying to balance all these things together, and one fucking wrong move, everything comes crashing down. One fuck up, and all of a sudden, it's that cute little concept of balance that you created in your head, fed, is gone. Poof. So this is the concept of balance, and it's bullshit. If you want to live a great fucking life, you can just throw balance out the window. But that's not a bad thing, okay? I know it sounds like a bad thing. It's actually not a bad thing, because there's something else called counterbalance that actually does more so exist in nature, and it's sustainable, and it's more fun, and you'll make more money. And counterbalance, it would essentially be, instead of balancing everything, you have two sides. They're counterbalancing each other. I originally learned from this from Gary Keller, who grew one of the largest real estate firms in the world, this idea of counterbalance. And basically the way that he kind of drew it up, he created this graph here where one line was kind of like your life, you know, your daily life, and the other line was like your business. And most people are just kind of trying to like balance them one after the other like this, but it doesn't fucking work. And so what he was saying to do instead was basically super drastic curves like this. The whole point of me saying this and going down this rabbit hole of counterbalance versus balance is because the physical and metaphysical motivation is exactly like this. Physical motivation is just sitting down and actually doing the fucking work. There's no spirituality involved. There's no quantum physics. There's no quantum mechanics. There's no law of attraction. It's just you sitting down and genuinely just doing the fucking work, because being successful and becoming successful, it's a boring process. It genuinely should be pretty boring. If it's too exciting, you're probably doing the wrong things. You're probably jumping from shiny object to shiny object. Like getting rich is doing a very small number of things incredibly well for a very long period of time, every single fucking day. That's physical motivation. Metaphysical motivation is, it's building your belief system. The whole reason for me talking about physical versus metaphysical motivation is because metaphysical motivation is incredibly fascinating. Here's the fucking problem. And I've seen this happen to me. I've seen this happen to my friends, and it's the same fucking story every time. If you go too deep into the metaphysical and you spend too much time here, you don't make very much money. All the metaphysical laws of the universe, they are real and they work and they're true. However, if you spend too much time there, in woo-woo land, you don't get any fucking work actually done, and you undervalue just sitting down and doing the basic boring work. I have some spiritual mentors that I've worked with over the years, and I was talking to one of them last year, and I was basically like, this is my goal for this year. This is the goal that I want to achieve. This is how much money I want to make. And she basically said, why can't you do that in 6 months? And I was like, well, you know, I can. I could do that in 6 months. I just have to probably, you know, work a lot harder. And she was like, stop. And I was like, whoa, whoa. Well, what'd I do? I say something wrong? And she was like, why is there a direct relationship between the money you make and how hard you're working? Why is that a belief in your head? And I was like, well, naturally, if you want to make more money, you have to work hard. And she's like, that's a limiting belief that you have. There's plenty of people out there that continue to make more and more money without working harder. I mean, the best example of that is just investing. You know, investing is something that compounds over time. You're not working hard at fucking all. Your money's working for you, not you for it. So why can't you do something similar in business? And that's a very small example, but it's still, you don't want to fall into the trap of undervaluing the physical side of motivation, which is basically, if I were to sum it up, just be a fucking dog. You guys got to understand how fucking low the bar is. Do you have any idea how easy it is in 2026 to be fucking exceptional? The bar is so fucking low. So many of you guys don't do anything to go beyond what is average, what is ordinary, what is expected of you. I tell most of the people that join any of my companies, I tell them the same thing on the interview. I say the top performers at this company, they all have one thing in common. And that one thing is they all go beyond what they're told and expected to do. If I hire a media buyer and I tell him, this is our spend goal, this is our, our CPA goal, this is the creative testing that we're doing, this. I give him all the KPIs for running our account. A B player would just do everything exactly as I said. The only real A players are the one that go way beyond what you tell them to do. And this is a golden opportunity for every single person watching this video. Just understand, I'm actively hiring in every business that I have, basically all the time. I'll take a dog any day of the fucking week, but there's not that many of you guys out there. The physical side of success and mindset is literally just work your fucking ass off, work long, hard, and smart, and go beyond what everybody else is doing. Because most people are doing the exact same thing, and that's why they get the exact same results. They're all doing the same fucking thing. So by definition, if you want to be an anomaly, you have to fucking act like one. You get it? And so what I've noticed with the spiritual, physical versus metaphysical side is it's basically something like this. It's this bar here. And I have found that the sweet spot for the metaphysical is spending about kind of 20% of my time there. 20% of my time, which could be, me reading books about like quantum physics. It could be, reading some spiritual mentors and applying that to my life and my work. But it's anything that's not directly taking action and executing. And this would be the other 80%, which is the physical motivation. So please do yourself a favor and fucking put down Think and Grow Rich. Put down the books because you're probably over leveraged in the metaphysical. Don't be over leveraged in the metaphysical, okay? It's super cool. It's all crazy shit. And the deeper you go, the crazier shit you're gonna find. But at the end of the day, you still gotta make some fucking money. You still gotta grow your business. You still gotta take more action. You still gotta run more ads. Just don't spend more than 20% of your time on the metaphysical, because you'll get detached from reality. I actually like to use Hormozy as an example here because I think he's very, very grounded in reality. Yet I know for a fact he's curious about a lot of the metaphysical stuff too. But he's definitely skeptical, and he knows that more than anything, if you just do all the right things at the right time, you will be successful regardless of how interested you are in the metaphysical side of things. So that's what I mean by physical motivation, is just reaching into your cookie jar and going way beyond what you thought was possible, because you create all these limitations in your mind. The limitations only exist in your mind, only. And sometimes just being a fucking dog like Goggins is a great way to fucking break through that. And thank you guys so much for listening, tuning in. Send this to a friend who needs to hear it, because I'm sure we all got somebody we know going through it and wants to rebuild their mindset. Before you doom scroll another video, I put together this free doc that breaks down the entire system that I would use if I was starting from zero and I wanted to get to 1K per day. It's got 3 things, okay? Product, funnel, and an ad. That is it. Same system that I use across my own brands that have done multiple 8 figures. In this document, I literally break down how to find proven products, the margin rules, the exact funnel setup, ad strategy, all of it. Spoon fed to you step by step, exactly how you like it, all right? You don't need experience. You don't need a team. I wrote it all out so that even if you've never sold anything online, you can follow it, all right? It's completely free. Click the first link in the description. My gift to you. Enjoy.